Once upon a time, our Congress came up with this brilliant idea. It was a way to save a little money. This brilliant idea was to cut physical education from public schools. What a great idea, right? Wrong. Obesity rates in America are growing at alarming rates. I am here today to give you a little insight on the frightening side effects obesity can have on you and the importance of having an active and healthy lifestyle. McDonald's may have some awesome fries, but are you aware of what they're doing to your insides? Way back in 1980, 5% of children were considered obese. Today, sadly, that number has risen to 16%. That is over 9 million children in America that are considered obese. 30% extra body fat they're carrying around with them. And 70% of those children will go on to become obese adults. Those numbers are scary enough, but even more scary are the side effects that come along with obesity. The number one effect that comes along with carrying around extra fat is developing type 2 diabetes. Along with that, you also get higher risk of high blood pressure that leads to heart attack and stroke. Along with these side effects, you may have chest pain, unexplainable chest pain. You may have hardening of your arteries. 85% of obese people are diagnosed with some form of depression or other mental health problems. And obesity in small children can postpone puberty, which can be very embarrassing. Not only did Congress contemplate taking physical education out of schools, but now schools have fast food restaurants in their cafeterias. I think that there needs to be a change. There needs to be someone who stands up and says, things need to change. And a good place to start is teaching our children the importance of physical activity and knowing what is going into the food, the processed food that fills your cupboards. I come from a huge family. And the number one disease that runs in our family is obesity. When I was young, there was absolutely no food restrictions. You could have what you want, when you want, however much you want. My typical breakfast was Pop-Tarts. A lot of parents actually feed their kids Pop-Tarts for breakfast still, which is really scary because the serving size is one Pop-Tart, so there's 2 servings in this. And some days I would eat 2 packets. Ugh. 32 grams of sugar is in this lovely package of Pop-Tarts. Not a healthy breakfast. Not a good way to start your day. I weighed more in elementary school than I weighed when I graduated high school. And let me tell you, it was embarrassing. It was everything that I did. I did not participate in any school functions. I didn't do anything because people look at you different when you're fat, especially when you're a fat kid. Kids are mean. So I decided that seeing firsthand the effects that obesity had on my family, I needed to make a change. Not only for me, but for generations to come. People just need to be aware. These diseases that run in our family, type 2 diabetes, that doesn't run, you know. Everyone has knee replacements, gallbladder removal, heart surgery, diabetes. So the list goes on and on of diseases that run in our family, which we could put a stop to just by having insight of what goes into processed foods and having a little active of health lifestyle. My great-grandpa passed away from a massive heart attack, and that's when I decided that I was making this change. I would become more aware of the food that I was putting in my mouth. A lot of people have the biggest problem with going on the transition of changing your lifestyle. You don't know where to start. Number one, Just become aware of what goes into your food. Read the nutrition facts labels. It is so important to know how many calories you intake, sugars, sodium. That's all you need to know. And once you start realizing the nastiness that goes into processed foods, you won't want to eat it, whether it's good or not. Number 2, portion control. Your stomach should only be the size of your hand. So when you're eating snacks that are bowls full of chips, think about how much food you're eating and what you're putting into your digestive system that goes into your bloodstream. Number 3, get moving. Take a walk. 30 minutes every other day. That's all it takes. And once you start shedding a little bit of weight, you'll realize that you can run, you can jump, and you can play basketball with the kids. You can do anything you set your mind to. I'm not here to say that you can never eat fast food again or you can never eat Pop-Tarts again, because clearly I do. But you just have to be aware of calories in, calories out. Have a physical, active lifestyle, and who knows, maybe at the end of your journey, you'll be loving it. Thanks.